This con
Okay, hey, hello everyone. Okay, so in the last session, we discussed about that Ansible Vault and also whatever the playbooks so far we have written and we have executed. I have shared in the Skype group. So I hope you guys gone through that playbooks. And also today, I have shared that one URL. If you see, we have one repository and we have added some playbooks here. So you guys can go through this one also. See here how to uninstall Jenkins, how to install the Jenkins, how to install the Tomcat server. Okay, using these playbooks, we have added some playbooks here. You guys can go through that one. Okay, so already I have shared some of the playbooks, but some more playbooks here I have added here. Okay, just to go through these playbooks and you can practice it. So today we are going to discuss about that Ansible roles and dynamic inventory. So what is the use of this Ansible role? See, whatever the playbook which we have written for installing Apache S3 server using the this one handlers. This is handlers. This is copy model, work model handler. Okay, if you see here, here we have written the tasks, have written the handlers, and we have created the variables. In the real time, it will be very big playbooks will be there. Okay, and also you want to reuse some code, right? So in that case, we are going to use that Ansible roles. So what is the use of Ansible roles? So roles can be used to group up multiple tasks together into one container, and also it's very easy to share with our colleagues only this particular task related code snippet, right? So it's kind of a model. So Ansible roles equals to the modules in Puppet and Chef. Okay, so in the Chef and Puppet, we are going to use one concept called as modules. So that module it's equal to that Ansible roles in the Ansible. And also same way we are going to use that module concept in the Terraform also. So modules are roles which we can use to reuse the code, right? Some common configurations, right? So already we gone through some reusable code concept in the Jenkins. What is the concept name? So if you want to reuse that pipeline script, we use it one concept, the pipeline script reusable. Which one we use it? Shared libraries, shared libs, right? It's same way here, Ansible rows. Okay, so once if you create Ansible role, so for creating a Ansible role, we are going to use that Ansible Galaxy command. We are going to use that Ansible Galaxy command. Ansible hyphen Galaxy hyphen space init. So this command it is going to create that Ansible role. So whatever the role you are specifying here, okay, which is going to create that one. So once if you create this Ansible role, it is going to maintain some default standard directory structure. So what is the direct structure it is going to maintain. It is going to maintain that defaults one directory. So inside this defaults, it is going to maintain that main data HTML, right? And it contains that files, okay, directory, handlers, okay. Handlers contains that main data HTML, right? And tasks, tasks also contains that main data HTML, right? And templates. So then, so like this, vars, inside the vars we'll see that main data, not HTML guys, sorry, YAML, main data YAML. Okay, so like this, we have some standard directory structure it is going to maintain, and that particular directory contains that main.ml file, main.ml file like this. So instead of keeping these tasks, handlers, right, variables in same playbook, what we are going to do, we are going to create this kind of directory structure. You don't want to create manually, okay. So once if you execute ansible-galaxy space init and the ansible role name, if you specify, it is going to create this directory structure. Just we have to update this YAML files, okay. So we don't want to create this directory structure manually. Just you can execute ansible-galaxy space init and space the ansible role name. It is going to create this directory structure. So all the tasks we are going to keep in main.yaml. All the variables we are going to keep in main.yaml. All the handlers we are going to keep into the main.yaml. So here if you see that handlers one directory, tasks one directory. So we are decoupling instead of uh, keeping all these things in one playbook. We are going to write like this one. So now after converting this Ansible playbook to roles, and how we are going to write the playbook? Very simple. The playbook is going to be very smaller. It will be like hyphen 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 host colon all, then become true, then the role name, okay. Here roles space the name, whatever the role name, Apache Steve server, whatever we are going to create it. Here we are going to specify the role name. That role name we are going. It's very simple, right? And this role you can use in any Ansible role and how to use that role. Oh, so guys, some issue with my audio. Oh, can you able to hear me now? Okay, sorry guys. Maybe some issue with this one. Okay, okay, so definitely I will repeat it. So people are asking. Okay, so if you see, once if you create a Ansible role using this command, Ansible-galaxy init the Ansible role name. So it is going to create it, this directory structure. We are going to keep that all the handlers in this main.yml, all the tasks in main.yml, right? And all the variables we are going to keep in main data in this particular directory. So once if we create this a role, okay. So if you do role in our playbook, we are going to write like this one. We are going to write this like. If you observe here, host all become true, roles whatever the role which we are going to create it. If you see how it's simple, our playbook, right? And this role can be used in n number of playbooks. See, using this roles concept, we can reuse that configuration code or not. Yes. See, now assume I have created this role and this directory structure has created, means this directory structure has created, and this role I am going to use here, right? In my playbook, this one I can use it. So like this role you can create, you can reuse in n number of Ansible playbooks. Okay, there is no limitation. It is not going to give any error. If you want to use this Ansible role in any other playbook, yes, you can go ahead and you can use it. Clear? Clear, guys? Now, can I go ahead and create this one Ansible role in the server, and can we use it? How to use this one? Now, let me connect to that Ansible server. So, logging into that AWS admin console. So, connect to this Ansible server. So, Mahesh is asking, multiple roles also can we use in? Yes, in the same playbook, you can use multiple roles also. Uh, Currently, we're in this particular directory. Yes. Okay. So we have connected. Switch to the Ansible user. Okay, so I have switched to the Ansible user, and I have uh, moved to that playbooks directory. So here I have created that all the Ansible playbooks, right? So here I'm going to create that role, Ansible role. So for creating this Ansible role, we are going to use that which command? Ansible hyphen Galaxy command. Ansible Galaxy, Ansible hyphen Galaxy init. So you can create the role name. I'm going to give that Ansible Galaxy. Thank you, Sojan. GA Galaxy init and Apache HTTP server. Just I'm going to give that Apache HTTP server. Hit the enter. See, Apache HTTP server role has created successfully. Just type ls. It is going to create one directory. See, it has created one directory. So go inside that particular directory. cd ansible Apache, right? Apache HTTP server. So now we are in this particular directory. This is one role name, right? So just type that ls ls-hyphen or just execute that tree command. See here, once you execute the tree command, okay, so it is going to display that the directory structure, defaults, files, handlers, right, metadata, task, right, templates. So this is one directory. So keep that all the like index.html. Did you remember we used that template module? So in that case, what we did? So we are using some variables in that HTML files. Automatically, it is going to replace. Did you remember the copy module, template module? If you use a copy module, as it is going to copy. But if you use the template, it is going to override that variables with the variable values. So here, if you are using that templates in that index.html, we are going to keep that index.html here. Okay, so variables, you can create the variables here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to update this playbook with the role. So all the variables, just copy these variables and you can add into this one main.yml. Okay, so va inside this particular directory main.yml is there. Just open, type I, it will come insert mode. Okay, see, this is the one comment. Hit the enter, remove this hash, add it. Okay, so copy paste it. While copy pasting, be careful, like this one. Okay, so two variables we have created in this main.yml. Okay, same way you can add tasks. So here if you see how many tasks are there, install Apache S3 server, copy index.html, right? So notify this handler. So this is another handler. What you will do, just simply you can copy this tasks, and where we need to add those tasks inside. If you see tasks one directory, there you will see that main data YML, right? So open vi under task directory, main.yml is there. Okay, just type I, it will come insert mode. Okay, so just type, hit the enter, remove this hash. Okay, paste it. If you observe here, while copy pasting this directory structure, this indentation is not correct way. It is not going to copy properly. So what you have to do, you have to update it. Okay, so keep this task name and template here. Here also, if you see, name is a task name, right? Exactly under name only this M module should be there, right? And these are the attributes in that particular module. So here name. Okay, after that automatically it is color is changing under a template module. So the template also you can keep under the task name, then search attribute, destination is another attribute, right? Then notify, then keep this one here. Okay, so this is one. These are the two tasks which we added into that main.yml, right? Save it. So we have added that variables, then task, now handlers. Just copy. Oh, so only one handler is there. Okay, so vi, copy that handler, update this main.yml, which is available in the handlers directory. Okay, so just type I, it will come insert mode. So from this particular line, hit the enter, remove this hash. See, automatically it is going to add the hash. Okay, save it. Okay, so here just keep that correct indentation. The task name and module name should be in the same line. Okay, so here you don't want to keep that handlers. See here we are keeping that handlers, right? You don't want. Why? Because already the directory has created with the specific name handlers task like that one. There we are adding, right? Save it. Okay. So in this templates directory, VA, inside this templates directory, inside this templates directory, create a index.html file, index.html file, and so whatever that index.html which we created, just copy this content. Okay, so if it is a normal file, You don't want to keep it here, right? So if you want, you can keep it here under files, right? You don't want to keep into inside this templates. When we are going to use these templates, so if you want to override this variable name with the value, so that time you can keep this inside this templates directly. Okay, so to test it, we are going to use this test directory, right? So now I have updated this ansible playbook. I can say that I have converted this ansible playbook to that ansible role, right? So now what I am going to do, I am going to write one ansible playbook, and there I am going to use this ansible role, right? So for that one, I am going to write, it's very simple. Here only you can create it. I'm going to create here va roles demo dot yaml, va roles demo dot yaml. Okay, so just type I, it will come in set mode. So here hyphen hyphen three dashes, then hyphen host colon all, then become true, then here roles, the role name. So whatever the role which we created, okay, so that role name we have to specify. So if you are not sure what is the role name, just oh, I'm creating inside this one, right? We should not supposed to. So this playbook you have to create outside of that playbook. Okay, so first let me update this role name, then I will move it to that outside. Okay, and then three dots which we are going to use to close the playbook. Save it, right? Let's see what will happen, and just check that the syntax ansible hyphen playbook, the playbook name roles demo dot yml hyphen hyphen syntax hyphen check. See what it is saying. The role Apache was not found. Okay, so we have to keep outside of this particular directory. Saying R. So it is going to expect that or what you can do, you can create this role inside this particular directory also. Slash home ansible user home directory dot ansible roles directory also you can create it, right? Or you can create in this particular directory also. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this particular directory to one level up, mv, right? Roles demo dot dot slash. Now just type ls, observe that. So here we don't have that roles demo in this particular directory. Now go one level up, cd dot dot. So currently we're in this playbooks directory. Right? Currently we're in this playbooks directory. There you will see that one Ansible role is there. In this particular directory only, here we have created one playbook called as roles demo.yml. Right? Roles demo.yml. So now just execute this command ansible hyphen playbook. So the playbook name roles demo.yml hyphen syntax hyphen check syntax hyphen check. So now see what it is saying. It is giving that playbook name, right? So now I'm going to run this playbook. Okay. So if you want, you can uninstall it. That is Apache Script Server. How we are going to uninstall? Yum remove http -y sudo yum remove the package name -y. Hit the enter. Okay. So it has installed. Right. Just check it. Now, if you go and check the service name, service name httpd status. See, we are getting that after executing this command, I'm getting that service could not be found. Okay. So now I'm going to execute this playbook. I'm going to execute this playbook. How? So already we executed. Just use the same command ansible -playbook, the playbook name roles demo.yml. Let's see whether it's going to work or not. Okay. So what it is saying that, did you remember we have created that one host server we have added, and we have enabled that we have encrypted, right? Yes or no? So what you can do, you can do it in two ways. Directly you can pass that file name. So what is the file? Vault password file created, this one, right? Or you can decrypt. So how we can pass that vault file hyphen vault password vault password file is equal to the file name. So this is the file name, right? See, we are passing that vault password. For that one, vault password file is equal to the file name. See now this playbook is executing. If you see here, this is the role name. Apache Script Server is the role name, right? In that role, install Apache Script Server. The task is executing. So it is installing Apache Script Server in our local host. Why? Because we have, see, observe here, it is installed this particular Apache Script Server in this particular host. In other machines it is not. Why? Because it's already there. And see, this it's copied. So if any changes are there in this index.html, it is going to run that handler. Yes, sir, because we use it that handler, right? So like this, guys, we can reuse these roles. Anybody have any questions on this particular roles concept? No? Okay. So here, however, we specify that one role name. You can specify n number of roles. Hmm? So next is asking in real time, what tasks will be performed apart from installing, updating, downgrading the packages? So any configuration management, right? So right now, what we are doing, we are using installing. See, Apache, this Ansible can be used for any other configuration management, like creating the users. Suppose you want to create the users, right? We did creating the users, right? Guys, whatever you want to do that configuration management in the host machines, use this Ansible instead of manually doing it, right? So that's why. So now, if you go and search in that Naukri, Ansible Linux administrators nowadays they're asking with Ansible. So if you are searching in this Linux administrator profile, now they're expecting that Linux administrators should have the Ansible to that is very good combination. Linux administration plus Ansible. Because with Ansible, you are not able to automate the task. You have to manually do it. Right? So industry is not expecting that manually doing all these tasks. Clear? Oh, so sorry guys. I need to check this one. Why? So Sangamesh is asking, sir, in real time, Ansible is used by DevOps units or only the Linux administrators or both? See, sometimes we are going to take care of all the tasks, right? So that time, clear? So what I'm saying, one of our student, just I'm giving that examples like once you will get the job, you may not going to work on all the tools. So sometimes you may going to get till only the Jenkins. Sometimes you are going to get that work on only the Ansible. Sometimes you are going to get that work on Docker and Kubernetes. You are going to write that many Docker files and you are going to write that Kubernetes configuration files, right? So Suresh is asking, sir, why Linux admin and Ansible combination is required? Please repeat it as your voice is break. Okay, Suresh, see, as a Linux administrator, what he's going to do? He's going to do that configuration management, like creating the users, updating the packages, right? Installing the packages. Already we discussed it in the Ansible session 1, the introduction, right? So instead of manually doing all these tasks, we are going to automate it. See, 500 servers are there. In 500 servers, you want to install one package. It's very difficult, right? Okay. So that's why this Ansible is very relevant to that Linux administrators. Nikita is asking, sir, you are saying that only some tools we are going to work on this after getting the job, right? So if it is a okay, so again some issue. Nikita, you got it? So we are going to work on some of the tools, but in the interview, they are going to ask the questions in all the tools, because so sometimes you are going to work for one project, later you are going to work for other projects, right? So in some projects you are going to use Jenkins, in some projects you are going to use that Docker and Kubernetes. So each project they have a different requirement, right? So that's why they are going to ask that questions on all the tools while taking the interview. But once you have allocated to that any project, you may not going to get on all the tools, work on all the tools. Clear, guys? So anybody have any questions on this Ansible roles? So Divya is asking, sir, if 500 servers are there, we need to add 500 servers to the host inventory file one by one. Yes, I say yes, and I can say no also. On what basis we can say yes, and what basis when we are going to say no? So if it is a static host inventory, if it is a static host inventory, we are going to add manually. If it is a dynamic host inventory, you don't want to add it. You don't want to add manually. So that is what next topic. So I thought today I will complete that one, but it may going to take 1 hour. So it is not possible to complete it. So that dynamic host inventory. So in the dynamic host inventory, dynamically we are going to get that all the host information, and we are going to use it. So far, what we are doing manually, we are opening that host file. There we are adding that all the IP addresses, whatever the hosts which we need to connect it. So those machines IP address we are adding, right? So in tomorrow session, what we are going to do, we are going to discuss about that how to get that dynamically this host information, and how to connect to those servers, and how to execute it, how to install the packages. We'll see. Clear? So Ashok is asking, sir, if I want to change port number in HTTP server and I need to use Ansible. How can I? So for that one, you can write one script. That script, okay, that shell script you can invoke through playbooks. So here you have to use that in that shell script. You have to use the lcd command, right? So you want to replace that 80 port number with whatever the port, right? So if you want to replace one text or one string with other thing, which one we are going to use? lcd command. So first you have to write a one shell script. That shell script you can invoke through Ansible playbook. Then it is going to change the port number. Clear? Anybody have any questions, guys? Okay. So what we'll do? So I thought I will complete this one, dynamic inventory. So tomorrow I'm going to cover this dynamic inventory. Then I will finish this dynamic inventory. How we can get that host information dynamically and how we can use it. We'll see tomorrow. Okay. So Mahesh is saying that, sir, no strict path checking for role, sir, because we can write a file in anywhere. No. See, uh, in this example, what I did first. So this, you can create this role any directory, but in the same directory, you have to specify this Ansible playbook. Otherwise, we got the error, right? Okay. So some standard directory structure is there. Suppose what I'm going to do now, I'm going to copy this roles demo inside this Apache directory. So now go inside this particular Apache directory, this roles directory. Here it is there. Just execute that Ansible hyphen playbook. The playbook name roles demo. So we are getting the error. Just observe that the role Apache HTTP server was not found in this particular directory. So what you have to do? You can create this role inside this particular directory, or you can create inside this particular directory, or you can create inside this particular directory, right? Or like this one, and from anywhere you can access it. When if you create a role inside this particular directory or in this particular directory. So now what we are doing? We are create. We have created role and the playbook in the same directory hierarchy. Clear? Okay. So thank you guys. So tomorrow we'll continue and we'll finish this dynamic inventory. Thank you.